All right, welcome back. Today we're talking about the biggest time killers in sales. Time kills deals, and these things definitely will kill the deals if you spend too much time on them. So, what we're talking about in this video is forecast call prep. All sales reps have a forecast call weekly or bi-weekly, whatever it is for you. Typically, it's weekly. You can spend an inordinate amount of time making sure that you're fully prepared in case you get called on to discuss your deal. And I know that, you know that. Now, there's a bunch of different best practices to making sure that you're prepared, and there's reasons why that you want to do it that we're going to talk today. Then I'm going to go into a potential prompt that can help you be prepared. Let's talk a little bit about why you want to prepare. Not only do you just want to be credible and accurate, it is something that the company needs. So your boss is going to want to be accurate when he forecasts above you to the organization. At the same time, you want to make sure that you look like you know what you're doing. So you want to keep your credibility intact. Being fully prepared means you've identified potential risks. It will just help that the communication between you and leadership and on up the line is done correctly. From the components of doing the research, like you would really want to look through your current pipeline. So pipeline either in that month or that quarter and the opportunities. And for me, sometimes I would get so deep in one deal that I would forget what was going on in other deals. So what's nice about AI is it can go through and re-summarize points for you in order to get prepared for that meeting. So you have to do a lot of analysis of historical data, and you want to be able to prepare a lot of the supporting data and justifications for your leadership. And sometimes it's just hard to remember all this stuff. Now, what I would do is I would be prepared with detailed notes and just making sure that I'm fully prepared to discuss all the deals. You want to do that in a way that when the meeting comes up and if you're called, you have a great response. You look like you know what you're doing. Let me just show you an example of a prompt and how this is constructed to show you why this could work for you. If you remember, I don't know if you did see when I talked about artificial intelligence, but AI has the ability to interpret screenshots. So what you're able to do is to go into your CRM system. You're able to screen cap either the dashboard of your forecast or the view of an actual deal with notes and include that with this. And it's able to read the text that's on there and interpret that and use that in its response. So here's how I would structure this prompt. I would say, as an AI sales assistant with expertise in sales forecasting and pipeline analysis, please help me prepare for my upcoming forecast call with my sales manager. I've uploaded a screenshot of my SFDC dashboard, or this could be the account record showing my current deals and their stages. Please analyze this information and assist me with the following. You could ask it to do something like a deal stage analysis, or you could just have it analyze a specific deal. But here's an example of some things that you could request. You could request a summary of deals by stage. So it could re-summarize the information that's there, but in a way that makes sense to you. You could ask it to identify any deal that's been in a current stage longer than average. So just making you aware that you might get called out for that if your boss sees those things. You could ask it to compare your forecast with your quota attainment. So you could just understand how you're doing and what you might be called out on. You could say, identify any significant changes from the last forecast. You could ask it for things like this preparation checklist. The checklist could be, have I updated all the opportunity details in Salesforce? And it can look at the screen cap of your account record and spot if things are not correctly filled out. You could have that checklist for each deal, confirming next steps, verifying close dates. The output that it's going to give you is that checklist so that you can then go by each item and check off when you have those things done to make sure that you're fully prepared. Now, I would suggest too that you have AI, when it's looking at that, to suggest 3 to 5 key points to actively bring up on the call. And you can actually ask it to give you suggestions at how to talk about the deal, right? You might ask it also to act like your boss and provide you recommendations on how to be prepared, things that you should be prepared to say. And then you can also include any other context. You could include call transcripts, meeting notes, and things like that, so that your AI has the ability to sort through all that, summarize all this data, and have it there for you so that you're completely prepared for your forecast call. So this is what I recommend to do, especially if you have a lot of deals and maybe your forecast call is on Monday and you can't remember all of it. You can just feed all this stuff into AI, have it summarize the data, and then you could just go through the summary where it refreshes your mind and you feel comfortable and confident that you're going to do really great on that forecast call so that you look like you know what you're doing. Whether you do or not, hopefully you do, but looking good is definitely something that you want to do on that call. This can help you to make sure that you're fully prepared and go do the things that you haven't done so that you are fully prepared and any other actions you need to take on your deals. This is what I would recommend for preparing for your forecast call. This is the prompt. Let me know how it works for you. I think this can really help and something that I've used. But that's it. Good luck and good selling.